This is a production of the Must See TV Broadcast Network, like ShareJoin, and follow us for all the latest updates. Like what you see, then throw those stars and show your support. And don't be shy, subscribe to the Caveman. He won't bite, and if you're watching us right now on YouTube, then you already know what to do. Smash that like and subscribe button. Even one view can prevent one puppy from being shaven. A big fist pump goes to Donna, AI, and Music Mint for the incredible music that is in this episode. All rights belong to Christopher Michael Egarhos, a.k.a. the Caveman. So if he's ready, and if you're ready, then let's kick this show off. Growl, growl.
Lights up on the screen, it's time to see 5 days a week, we're where you wanna be. Exclusive shows and reels, we got the vibe. Tune into the network, hop on Facebook Live. Riding with the stars in our unique groove. Laughter twists and turns within every move. Must see TV's the place to catch it all. Epic moments, big and small, give us a call. Oh, you know it's must see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must see TV, the place where worlds meet. Jump right in, the fun's about to start. Bringing shows and stories straight to your heart. With every post and every share, we're free. Gotta get that fix of must-see TV. Round and round, don't let this moment fade. Together on this ride, the best we've ever made. Get the popcorn ready, it's your time to shine. Must-see TV will keep you feeling fine. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet. Oh, you know it's must-see TV, come alive. Every day we light the way on Facebook Live. Catch the magic, hear the roar, feel the beat. Must-see TV, the place where worlds meet.
By the dark of the night, where the shadows lean low, a fire flickers softly, its embers aglow. The caveman waits in the circle of flame, eyes like the ocean, hands carved by the same. Oh, the glow of the moon, it whispers, it sighs. The past is alive in the star-painted skies. Tell us the tales of the old, of the wild. Sing us the songs of the earth's first child. By the fire, by the flame, let the echoes consume. Story time by the dark of the night, by the glow of the moon.
welcome to a brand new episode of Storytime, Naruto, episode 6. Did I just say sex? No, I said 6, right? Yeah, I meant 6. I went 6. I know you guys are watching. You sickos. You guys are sick. All right. So, it's Roland's penultimate day. No, I'm sad.
So sad.
So sad, but you're not gone for
No,
good.
I'm not
You're
gone.
not gone. Anytime you
dead
want to come
yet.
back, you can say, "Hey, Caveman, I'm back in town. Can I do a show?"
That's right.
Right? And I'm like, absolutely. Absolutely. So anyway, let's continue to where we last left off in the story, shall we? Dun, dun, dun. All right, so we have a soft fade to the bathroom door opening. Slash, slash, slash. We hear, before we see her, coming out, in her clothes are wrecked. They're damp. Her hair is damp everywhere. There's water coming out of her pajamas, her silk pajama bottoms, slippers, and Naruto wrapped in wrapped the waist in a his waist in his wrapped in a towel, and they don't get more than halfway, but they don't get more than halfway. And Ino stops. And she turns to him and say, "Naruto, you need to wash my clothes." And he's like, "What? What are you talking about?" And she spreads her arms like a crucifix position and says, "Look at me, Naruto. My clothes, my favorite pajama set, it's absolutely ruined. You need to wash them." And he looks up and he says, "You got in a bathtub like that?" And she goes right up to him perfectly, and there's a great front camera shot of her going to Naruto. But not like she's going right up to him. And when I mean right up, I mean right up. And she pokes him in the chest like, "Naruto, what was I supposed to do? Get in the tub naked? You're not that lucky." And she, with her hair, she just turns, she walks to the bedroom door. So anyway, we fade cut now to the bedroom door flying open. And, coming in the bedroom, followed by Naruto. And Naruto keeps saying, I still can't believe you got into the bathtub like that." She's like, "And I told you what was I supposed to do? Get in the tub naked? I told you, Naruto, you are not that lucky." And as she says that, she flings over a fresh pair of boxers in his direction. And without hesitation, he gets it on, and he hears, as he's doing that, he hears like a duffel bag being unzipped, clothes coming off, and he's like, "Wait, what are you doing?" And he sees her getting off her top, right? Begin to get off her top. And she's like, "Naruto, my pajamas are completely wrecked. I'm sleeping in my bra and panties." And she's like, "What?" She's like, "What is the big deal? You sleep in your boxers all the time. There's no difference." "Nino, yes, there is a difference." And he gets the towel and puts it over his head. And as she's getting her pajama bottoms off, and it's like, "Oh, look at that." She's like, "What? I'm not looking at anything. I guess you are that lucky, Naruto." and she's smirking. She knows. She's grinning. She's grinning. So she's there, and we have this great, gorgeous shot of her hands on her hips, looking at Naruto. Naruto not wanting to see anything, right? And Naruto is like, I think, his brain is buffering, right? So as he's stammering, she's walking over to him. And she goes, "You don't think I'm pretty? What's the matter, Naruto? You don't think I'm pretty?" And he's like, "It's not that I don't think you're pretty, I really do. You have that whole woman feminine thing going on, Kanochi vibe going on, absolutely, I think, but I'm not a pig. I'm not one of those guys, but I am a man." And he's like, he's doing the whole Naruto thing. And as he's doing the whole Naruto thing, she just raises her hand, plucks the towel from his head, and she goes, "Naruto, you'll live." Great. And she turns, and she unfolds her, he begins to talk. No, he begins to talk. He goes, and before he says anything, she goes, "Left or right?" And he's like, "What? Left or right?" Personally, I'm a left side of the bed girl. But if you wanted the left, I could give you it. And his brain totally buffers. She doesn't seem to be bothered. And he's like, no. This is not happening. Like, this, I still want to talk about this. Like, I'm not going to, I'm not going to sleep in the same bed with a woman that has her underwear on. Like, it's not. And she goes, "Right. Left side it is." Thanks, Naruto. So, she gets in her side, right? And then she just looks at her. Looks like she's having way too much fun with this. Like, way too much fun. And she puts her hand on the right side of the bed. She unfurls the covers. And she's like, "Here, get in." And he goes, No, listen. I still want to talk about this. Like, I really, really do. Like, I'm not. Naruto, get in the bed. Okay. And he eventually makes his way into the bed. With not argument. Like, there is argument going on here. He gets into the bed, and she just exhales. It's like she's dealing with a toddler. And she turns around. And as she turns around, she feels something in the bed, a little vibration. And she turns, and she goes, "Naruto, what are you doing?" And she sees him on the edge of the bed, like literally almost like falling off the bed, right? And sincerely, this poor boy that's had this woman come into his life, making everything upside down, like chaos incarnate. He's like, I'm not that type of man. I'm not, I'm a pig, and I'm not a pig, right? I'm not like those guys, right? I'm not, I open the door for girls, I stay my distance, and he's like speaking so sincerely. He's trying to speak, and we hear a wiggle. we don't see anything. We just hear him continue to babble on about him not being a pig, not being that. Even though he has a power that literally transforms him into a gorgeous woman. Even though he got taught by Pervy Sage. He's not like he's sincerely trying to say, I'm not a pig. I'm not, I don't like this. And we just see hands just fly up. Like, one of those Asian horror movies where you don't see anything and BAM! Hands fly up, dragging him to the center of the bed. Okay? Legs going around his legs. Okay? Holding him in place. It's like a cuddle ambush. And he's like, what the hell are you doing? She goes, hush, I'm snuggling you. And she just continues like a horror show to begin to lock him down. Hands in front of his chest, spooning him, essentially. But more horror show like. This is sweet. This is sweet. This is a sweet moment, And after everything is locked down, like she put her leg on top of him, like a snake and everything, locking him down. And he doesn't move. He doesn't move. But he's still wiggling. And Ino says, Naruto, stop wiggling. And he's like, but, and she's like, my hands can always go lower. You wouldn't. And all we see is movement on the sheets. And he's like, okay, right, okay, I'm not moving. And she's smiling, she's smirking. Right? She's smirking. So we're there all alone in the dark, in the silence, and this boy, not knowing what affection is for all this long, suddenly being surrounded by a girl that wants to be with him and there for him and all this kind of stuff, right? And she smiles and says, Naruto, Lord Jiraiya would be really, really proud of you right now. And this is where we get that, not from that parent, but this is where we get the most intimate part of Naruto. I mean, this is intimate, but one of the most intimate things. I think it's powerful. I think it's beautiful. He says, then why did I always show him the very worst part of me? Which is true. Every time that Lord Jiraiya taught him, Naruto always showed him that side on which he didn't want to show him. Like being an annoying brat. Being rude to him. Right? Naruto says, why was I such a brat to him? Why did I show him the very worst part of me? The most ugliest side of me there is. Not knowing that when he was a child, that's what kids are. They're brats. They're annoying. And even when he grew into a teenager, yeah, he was bratty because he was a teenager. Not knowing that Lord Jiraiya loved him just as much. But like Naruto always said, he doesn't see that. He doesn't acknowledge it. He's like, I didn't show him a good part of me at all, I showed him the very worst part of me. And now he's dead. And now I have no one. And that's like the whole point of this movie. Not the whole point. but it's showing the most intimate part of Naruto. Something that if the anime had a chance to, I'm pretty sure they would tackle more in depth. I'm pretty sure Kishimoto, if he had more time in the manga, he would explore this more in depth. But we're just exploring that more here. We're taking a logical leap of taking this to the next level. And what would that look like? This would probably look like this. Just a character study on Naruto. Not Naruto Uzumaki, the hero. Not Naruto Uzumaki, destined to save the world. But what does that do to someone? The child of prophecy. We never discussed this in anime. There's never been an anime that has truly dived into that. Right? There's never been that type of, well, what if we flip the coin? And what if we just took a logical step? Take away all the powers. What would this look like? This would probably look like this. Right? Think about it. You took away his parents at a very young age. You made this village not like him. The ugliest part of the village not like him. And you did this for 15, 16 years. What would that look like? If people just didn't care about you for 15 years. All right? Like, what would that look like? What would that do to someone like Naruto? And we're just taking this to the next logical stage of evolution, right? The next logical step. If Kishimoto wanted to do something like this, or had more time to express in the anime, what would this look like? If he didn't have time constraints, if he had the ability to say, okay, if you had the ability to say, okay, Kishimoto, start again and tell your story the way you wanted to tell them. It would probably look similar to this. Right? So he can say, I have no one. He's dead, I have no one. And Enos just spins him around and says, you don't have no. She begins to cry. It's like, listen. You're not alone anymore. Okay? Okay, Naruto? And he just begins to cry in her arms. Because he's never had someone saying, I am here for you now, and I'm not going anywhere. When in Naruto's life did he have that person? In the most intimate times in his life. Under covers. Saying, I'm here and I am not going anywhere. No, there's been no time. Not in an intimate point, not in any time in Naruto's life. But we're doing it here. And this is why Ino is in the position that instead of Sakura. Because Sakura just doesn't have the emotional depth. Ino does. And we'll get to that as we continue. And as he continues to cry and she goes, I'm here for you, I ain't going anywhere, okay, Naruto? Do you understand me? I'm here, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not leaving you. And the camera pans back. It's a slow pan, and it continues to pan outside the room and outside to the night sky. It's a gradual. It's almost like we're asked to leave. Not consciously. It's almost like we're being forced out of the room. It's almost like someone saying, you watched them at the most emotional points. Now it's time for you to leave and let them heal. And I know people are like, well, why have you done this? Like, why is the camera panning, like, away all the time? Like, it's simple. It's not your story. This is a constant theme in the film. This is not your story. Like, we all watched them suffer. And we were there for the pain. We were there for when he cried. We were there for everything. We don't deserve to watch him heal in this intimate time. In the intimate time in the shower, and the intimate time here. So we're being asked to leave. Indirectly or directly by Eno. This is not a meta thing. You think about when Eno walked into his life. You think about what she's there. Like, when she walked into his room, the camera followed her in. She is the focal point, one of the focal points of this movie. And when she wants us to leave, we'll leave. Because it's not our story. It's Naruto's story. That's why the film is called Naruto. Not Naruto Uzumaki, Hero of the Hidden Leaf. Not Naruto Uzumaki, the hero. Just Naruto. About a boy that never had a chance to heal. That's what this film is ultimately about. And we don't get to watch him heal. Because this is not our story. It never was. This film would be going on without us. Right? This film is not about shonen tropes. You know, it's very hard for me to explain what this film is all about when people didn't read the script before. I'm like, it's not a Shonen Jump movie. It's Naruto's movie. So we're panning. We're asked to leave, more indirectly or directly. Your choice. It's not a meta thing though. So we pan outside of the room. Outside, a big moon is shining down on Naruto's apartment, and across the way, in a separate rooftop, there's Kakashi Sensei, and we see a shadow of him, not reading his book, not drinking his coffee, but just looking and bowing, almost as solace, almost like bowing for his negligence on what he did not or did not do. And we fade from there. And that's where we're going to leave it. Roland, your thoughts?
So it is actually sex rather than six, isn't it?
No, no. They're not having sex, though. That's the thing.
No,
they're not having sex.
But they're being intimate.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. I mean.
So it's.
Yeah, they're being intimate. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, you got it. Yeah. I mean, think about what happened in this film. Like, look at the toothbrush scene. Very purposeful. Why was she was being intimate with them? Mm-hmm. Right.
Right.
It's. Hey, you got it. You're
I was paying attention.
No, I was like, I'm afraid that because this film is so off and so experimental in a way that it's not following the tropes. I was afraid that people won't understand the story and wouldn't understand what I'm doing. But I got a lot of feedback from people saying, I get it, I understand, I really love the film. So I'm impressed. I'm shocked. You guys shocked me a lot. So, guys, that will do it. That will wrap it up for this episode of Storytime. We will be with you on Friday for a brand new episode of The Page Redemption. And on that episode, we're taking a look at Bridget Collins, The Silence Factory. I'm not saying, no spoilers. No spoilers. So until then, take care, be safe, be well, and we love you all. 50,000 plus, and may the shorts be with you. My friend, take me home.